This concept of the selfish human, this idea of separation by race or gender or religion or age, or my favorite thing to hate, class. A band of thinkers that could remove religion, race, gender, and politics and somehow come together to find solutions for a broken planet. We have the resources as a civilization to find a utopia, but we're led by the most greedy, the least noble. You guys are being taught, without you knowing it, ways to separate yourselves from each other. If you're separated, you can be easily controlled. This humanity that I talk about, this civilization that I talk about, this future utopia idea that I talk about, can only happen through collaboration. And if I, Kanye West, third person, can remove my ego, I think there's hope for everyone.
I'm not in a competition with anyone. None of us will be remembered. Our existence as a race, humanity, period, is a blip, a millisecond of our life in the entire scope of the universe. All these walls that keep us from loving each other as like one family, as one race, racism, religion, where we grew up, whatever it is, class, social and economics, all this. What makes us be so selfish, prideful? What makes us not want to help the next man? What makes us, be so focused on a personal legacy as opposed to an entire legacy of a race? The dinosaurs aren't remembered for much more than their bones. So for when humanity's gone, what do we give to even this little planet, that we're on? And what could we do collectively? We have to understand that we're not each other's enemy. We have to stop discriminating against each other due to class and due to race and due to location or financial, position. We have to say, wow, that is the best version. Let's use it. Let's bring it to light. Let's move forward. Let's push forward as a civilization. Because we're so jacked up on our own egos and so misguided by mainstream, marketing, we don't know what the fuck is real. We'd be apt to get into a fight this quick for the dumbest reason. Definitely something that's racially, this or gender set, it's it's like we're pitted against each other. We're mentally not in a place to be accepting. To somehow say that this person right here means more than this person. I know I know I tweeted, Black Lives Matter, but, all lives matter. My doorman is more important to me than any head of any company. He keeps us safe. My driver keeps us safe and goes to work every day. The guy painting the windows, at the house, when we changed them from white to chocolate brown or, what the architect suggested. He is just as important as anyone else that walks in that house and grabs a glass of champagne. It's no more of this separation of where you came from, your race, finance background, education, talent level, beauty, whatever it is that people use to separate. Fusion is the future, period. The mixing of ideas, the mixing of the two lunch tables working together, humanity, period, man. We're one people. Because nothing should be exclusive. Everyone should have an opportunity to drink from the same fountain. We have to reboot our mentality, period, of a generation. It wouldn't even matter if I sold one sweatshirt, as long as this interview gets done and kids hear this and know this. And someone in a position of power, or someone that will be in a position of power in the future, has a chance to make a difference. You know, I could be vilified or misunderstood, and you know, like I said, I didn't come here to be liked. I came here to make a difference. You know, not particularly just this interview. I'm talking about life. It's crazy that we live in a world that if you're super positive and super creative, that it's scary. So what does that tell you about the mentality of most people if you're scared of like positivity and creativity? Like I have no intent to do anything negative to anyone. I only want, you know, more positive things. You know, our focus needs to be less about what our legacy is going to be or how we're going to control each other, but more how we can give to each other. Every time I say something that's extremely truthful out loud, it literally breaks the internet. So what are we getting all of the rest of the time? As I lay me down to sleep, I hear her speak to me. I don't care about having a legacy. I don't care about being remembered. The most important thing to me is, like, while I'm here, while we're having fun, while we're going to sleep and breathing oxygen and living life and falling in love and having pain and having joy, is like, what can I do? What can I do with my voice? What can we do for each other to make life easier, make life doper for our kids, you know, as they grow? You know, we were born into a broken world, and we're like the cleanup crew. They don't even realize that when they box me in or try to verbally put me in some type of box or put Donda in a box, that they're really showing their level of ignorance. They're putting themselves in a box. And, you know, people can write all they want, but what are people doing? And if there's anybody that's out there doing, they know how hard it is to actually do. It makes us stronger, better, faster, stronger. That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much longer. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on ya.